In this video, we are going to talk about the latest update and amazing news from one of my favorite genomic stocks. This stock has the potential to cut healthcare costs by $120 million, and it has the potential to save 75% of patients with a rare tumor, a very painful and dangerous biopsy. Coming right up. Hi everyone, welcome to Supergirl Investor, where we save the world while making you wealthy. Please give a like and subscribe to this channel if you like stocks and if you like saving the world and becoming wealthy. And as always, please comment below what stock you would like me to talk about next. I am so excited about this stock and the article that was just found because they found 3 key points of data for patients with T1 tumors. So this stock is called Castle. It's under ticker symbol CSTL. And I think this is one of my favorite genomic stocks because it deals directly with cancer and trying to diagnose it. So it says Castle Biosciences presents new data on the validity and accuracy of DecisionDx melanoma, that's their product, in patients with type 1 melanoma tumors. And T1 means the tumor has grown into the submucosa. And submucosa is just the tissue underneath the lining of the colon. Melanoma just means that it's a skin cancer. And let's go over what Castle Biosciences actually is, because I expect this to be a great catalyst. They found 3 key findings, and it will just exponentially grow the revenue from here on out with the great findings. So it's a skin cancer diagnostics company providing personalized genomic information to improve cancer treatment decisions. And then this is their product. DecisionDx Melanoma is Castle's gene expression profile test that uses an individual patient's tumor biology to predict individual risk of melanoma metastasis or recurrence, as well as sentinel lymph node positivity, independent of traditional staging factors. So let's peel this onion, if you will. The risk of melanoma, as we said, it was skin cancer. Metastasized means that it's deadly, it's lethal, there's nothing you can do about it. And reoccurrence means that the tumor will come back. Now, the sentinel lymph node is the first lymph node in which cancer cells are more likely to spread from the primary tumor. So if it's going to spread, it's the first lymph node that it's going to spread to. And if it's positive, it means that there were cancer cells found in that lymph node. And when it says independent of traditional staging factors, they're just talking about the very old tools that they've been using for a while. So this was the first finding that they found. Nearly 70% of melanomas are diagnosed with tumor thickness that is less than or equal to 1 millimeter, T1 tumors, and recurrence-free survival, RFS. So that means that there were no reoccurrences, is generally good among these patients. However, up to 15% of patients with T1 tumors may experience recurrence. Moreover, due to the large number of patients with T1 tumors, 27 to 30% of melanoma-related deaths occur in patients originally diagnosed with a T1 tumor, so it was metastasized. And basically they're saying with these findings, they noted that there needs to be a better identification of T1 patients at high risk of recurrence or metastasis. And then their product, DecisionDx Melanoma, is actually a better and more precise tool to classify a patient's recurrent risk as either low with class 1 or high with class 2, and has been validated in multiple studies. It's a strong predictor of reoccurrence-free survival than SLN status, and it's a strong independent predictor of RFS, so you don't need anything else to use it. With class 2B, now that's the highest status of RFS status, similar to SLN positive status, so it's already spread with SLN. Class 2B patients need the follow-up strategies similar to SLN positive patients. So if they diagnose that you're at very high risk, you need to follow the strategies of the SLN positive patients. So this is actually really interesting because it shows that the highest risk patients need to go with what the patients are doing for the SLN positive results. DecisionDx Melanoma identifies patients with T1 tumors who have less than a 5 risk of SLN positivity and who have good survival outcomes. These outcomes suggest that such patients could forego the SLNB surgical procedure, which is the very dangerous, very painful biopsy that I was talking about, where they basically do a biopsy of the lymph node to see that there are cancer cells or not cancer cells. Data showed that 75% of eligible patients with T1B tumors had a class 1A result and could potentially forego SLNB. So 75% of the eligible patients with T1 tumors did not actually have to get the biopsy. This could significantly reduce healthcare costs by up to $120 million in SLNB-related costs. And the third finding is DecisionDx-DiffDx melanoma has demonstrated accuracy metrics of 99% sensitivity. Sensitivity just means how well the product is able to detect a diagnosis. So that's really good. 94.3% specificity. Specificity is the opposite. It's the ability of a product to test patients without the disease. 93.6% positive predictive value and 99.2% negative predictive value. And this is the ratio of patients who were truly diagnosed as positive really are positive, and vice versa. The test also provides a modest intermediate risk zone of 3.6% and a technical success rate of 96%. 96.6%. They use this to refine their diagnosis, and lesions reported increased diagnosis confidence by 51%. So the doctors were more confident in their diagnosis with this product by 51%. This could lead to a potential increase in accurate diagnoses and a focused reduction of burdensome and unnecessary procedures for cases that receive a benign result. So honestly, these findings are very exciting for the cancer world. Basically what they're doing is having a more accurate and more precise way to identify cancer. And it's not just diagnosing cancer anymore. It's diagnosing a high risk, high recurrence metastatic cancer versus a low risk cancer. Because according to Castle Biosciences, if you have a low risk, you will not need to do the biopsy, but if you have a high risk, then you should go for the follow-up procedure of the biopsy. But as they're saying, 75% of patients would not need to have the biopsy. This is very dangerous, very expensive for the patient, and simply unnecessary in their findings. So this was very amazing. This is propelling cancer research for the better. And the stock, let's actually just look at the stock for one moment. Right now it's going on a bit of a rampage. At the time of this recording, it's $88.4 per share, and it's gone up 7%. It was up 8% about an hour ago when I started this. But there's been many price raises. KeyBank has maintained an overweight and has raised the price to $90. It's at $88. So I'm going to expect to see a few more price increases because of this product and the amazing findings, and also because we're expecting a great earnings report in the next quarter if this does really well. I'm not expecting you to go out and buy this just yet, but it is a really great finding. It's one of my favorite stocks, and maybe wait for a potential dip and just wait for that. But I really wanted to tell you about these findings because I think it's absolutely incredible. And if you're in any cancer genomic stock, this is going to propel the diagnoses further. So now that you know all of the juicy news and updates that's going on with ticker symbol CSTL, please like this video and subscribe, and please let me know what else you would like to see, and what are your thoughts on this company? Do you like it? Do you see this product moving forward in the long term? Let me know. As always, go out there, save the world, and be wealthy. Bye, Raylinaires!
Wow.